God's sake, this the minutia.
Yo, what's up, Uncle Stash? We are live, man. How you doing?
I'm good, but I don't see that we're live.
Hey, man, trust me, it's cool. But I
I'll
put it
take
like
your word
this.
for it.
So last night you saw my review of the Rolling Stones top
I
500
did.
albums ever, and
I did.
what did you think about the top 20? Because I refused to go through 500, man. I was like, that's not what I was going to do. So what did you think about the top 20?
Well, I was impressed with your sagacity and your genius, your breadth of knowledge, and the sheer intellectual capabilities that you spread out for all to hear. As for the albums, mostly good. But we had one comment. Who commented? He agreed with me. So we talked about Dark Side of the Moon and Sergeant Pepper's. So, and we also talked Kendrick Lamar, you and I, earlier today. I'm not going to cause any shade on Kendrick Lamar. I got nothing bad to say about Kendrick Lamar. But I just don't see that an album released in the last 5 years versus, say, Sergeant Pepper's, which you may or may not like, but it's 1967, and it's been at the top of the list for 50-plus years. So where did Sergeant Pepper's go? Okay, you don't like Sergeant Pepper's anymore, fair enough. But how does it drop from the first position with a bullet to off the top 20? I don't get that.
Okay, two things, right? And one thing I was arguing with you today about is how long does an album have to be out before it can actually go into the argument of being the greatest album ever? Like that's something we need to like really. Is it 10 years? Does it need to be in the game at least 10 years, relevant and still hold up the test of time before you can actually put it in the greatest albums ever conversation? Let alone the top 20.
I don't know if there's a time frame per se. I don't know if there's a definitive time frame. But 5 years, unless it's literally God's gift to albums, it's the definition of a generation. People are flaying themselves in the street like it's the bubonic plague.
They flame themselves.
You got people jacking off of their hosts. I love this fucking album. Well, there goes our monetization. I just said masturbatory references. Fuck, I'm such an idiot.
You know what?
Anyway, like that.
All right, so I kind of agree with you that maybe there has to be a little time. I think maybe 4 or 5 years though you can actually start throwing in there, because maybe the album just touches. It's all subjective anyway. But what I thought I would do with you, man, I would actually want to go through 50 to 20 with you right now because you have a greater knowledge than I have. Well, I ain't know about greater knowledge, but you've been around the earth longer than I have.
I mean, I was in radio, so I have a cursory knowledge of a certain genre of music. But you're the musician producer. Frankly, God's gift to that which was.
I'm not going to deny it. Here we go. So let's look at 50.
Okay.
All right, 500 greatest albums of all time.
By the way, if my camera shakes, it's because I'm lying in the fart sack, and I just don't feel like standing up, and it's on my stomach. So there you go.
Thanks for giving everybody that image. So you see we're on the Rolling Stones website. Wow. You have no idea about this. I bet.
Hold on. Where's the Rolling Stones website? I don't see shit. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see that now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, number 50 is Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Wait, I don't see that. I just see the logo, the 500 greatest albums of all time. Where's the Jay-Z thing?
Oh, you're on delay. You're not watching it on my screen share. That's why.
Okay,
one second.
Right.
You're on delay. You're watching it on your phone, then you're going to see a delay. 1 second.
No, I'm watching on my computer, yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. There you go.
All right, 1 sec. I don't see shit. That's okay.
Of course you don't. Language.
My forte. Yeah,
there you go. See it? There you go.
Wait a minute. Now I see it.
Of course. I'm telling you. I got you. So, here we go. 50. Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Yeah. All right. I don't know the album.
I know you know. I was saying that. You don't know it.
You want me to bullshit you?
No. I would say, though, The Blueprint, I'm probably the only rap guy who actually thinks that Jay-Z's Hard Not Life, it was Hard Life, it was was it Hard Not Life too? Dang it, I forgot. The Blueprint 3 was actually his best Blueprint in my opinion. I'm the only person that probably thinks that, but The Blueprint was good. It was good, man. I don't know if it's the best Jay-Z album ever, but you know what? Putting Jay-Z in the top 50 is respectable. I'll keep it
Okay.
moving because you have no idea what this is. All right, 49. Ooh, wow. Hey, man, this list is
I'm
blacker than black,
impressed.
black, black.
Okay. I
What?
gotta tell you, here's a shout out to Andre Benjamin. That guy can act. Just caught him on that series Dispatches from Elsewhere, which was like a miniature, a limited series this year with Jason Segel and what's she Flying Nun, Sally Field. Amazing! It was fabulous, and he was brilliant. He's a great actor. Big voice, great presence, knows how to act, and I love Hey Ya. What can I tell you?
You know what? That is like white folks one. Hey, y'all. It's like, I'm quite sure Andre's like, damn it, I gotta go do Hey, y'all now again for these damn white
Yeah,
folks.
but it's a great goddamn song, you know.
It ain't the best. It ain't the best, really, dog. It's like that's the Outcast song. People who don't really know Outcast catalog, they go to. That's the one. Just being honest.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like, undeniably, the
Um,
best Outcast song is not even an Outcast song. It's the International Players Anthem with UGK, produced by DJ Paul of Three Six
oh, hey,
Mafia.
hey, hey.
Yeah, the group you like. But Aquemini,
Yeah.
that's good. Actually, I like Stank on You better than Aquemini. But all right,
Stink on ya.
yeah, that was another Outcast album. See, yeah,
Yeah,
Stank on You
they're
was great.
gonna send me for saying fuck.
All
How about
right,
with the
48.
oh, okay,
Bob
yeah,
Marley and the
absolutely.
Wailing Legends.
I love it.
Really?
I love it. Oh yeah, yeah, man. No Woman, No Cry, classic.
Mm.
I remember where we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown. Yeah,
So would you say it's 48 underranked, overrated? What?
that is his greatest stuff. That's a great album, really is. He was a massive talent.
You know what? I'm actually ashamed to say I'm not really that familiar with Bob Marley. I'm not. Damon Marley, yes, but not Bob. So
Damon Marley, I know his sister.
okay, that
I'm fucking with you.
that has a lot of Bob Marley spread his seed around a lot, so
Yeah,
he has a
yeah.
lot of kids.
And as much as he was a musical genius, he died of a cancerous toe. He refused. He was like Steve Jobs. Oh, I'll just go the Rasta treatment. I'll just go the juice method. Yeah, buddy, you died at 33, 34. No. You get a cancerous toe, go see a fucking specialist immediately.
Man, that was like the terriblest segue ever. Also, he got shot and went on stage too. I'm pretty sure them bullet remnants had something to do with that. Anyway, 47.
Oh,
Ramones.
beat on the brat, man. That's great. I was so. I love the Ramones. 20, 20, 24 hours ago. I gotta be sedated.
So you would say the Ramones are amply placed at 47?
Yeah, they were great. I mean, I don't know if that particular album is nascent punk. That was, the up there with the Sex Pistols, New York Dolls, Proto Punk, and I mean they used to play back in '76. They couldn't play anywhere really. There was CDGB's, the Bowery in New York City,
Hmm.
and they could play Toronto. And I think they had some gigs in Cincinnati, or pardon me, Cleveland. And those are really the three places that would play them. They were regulars in Toronto back then, and of course, obviously New York. And I understand Cleveland, also with the Dead Boys, Cheetah Chrome and Johnny Flints, Jeff Thunders, and Stiff Vaders. But no, collectively speaking, that music changed. That was the change, the burgeoning punk scene led to the British bands, the Sex Pistols, the Damned, and then the American band Second Wave like X and such. No, tremendous, tremendous group. They, the old joke, we mentioned this once before, it had got to the point with the Yes and the Genesis and all that prog rock shit that you had to be an English lord who'd gone to the Royal Conservatory and you had a degree from Oxford, New College, Oxford, in order to be a musician. And it was people like the Ramones that fuck this shit, play three chords and sing loudly.
You know what?
Refreshing.
A nice, what you just said, a nice comparison in hip hop would be when hip hop purists were looking at the South and the Southern music came up. People were saying the same thing, like
Right?
about Southern music, hip hop music. It's not cultured enough. The lyrics are too simple. But the South won. So all right, 47, 47. Okay,
Yeah.
46.
One said, I'm just trying to my computer. Oh, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I was in radio when that album came out. I remember playing it on I was doing overnights at a station in Toronto and listening to Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, fabulous. Yeah, great album. I love Paul Simon, and I love it probably makes Paul Simon crazy because he hasn't hung with Garfunkel for years, but Simon and Garfunkel are to me just one of the definitive sounds of the '60s. So.
Uh, the talent was with Paul, though. Let's just be honest.
Oh no! I mean, no, absolutely. He was the dude who wrote all the songs,
Yeah.
did all the charts, did all the harmonies. But as he said about Art Garfunkel, the guy's got a sweet fucking voice. What do you do?
Yeah, but let's be honest,
like
man. Paul's shoulders was hurting from carrying Garfunkel. So.
Oh no! I think Garfunkel was literally a voice. Although, from what I understand, the whole thing, "Bridge on Troubled Water," the "Sail on, Silverbird, Sail on High," the bridge, that wasn't there, and that was Art Garfunkel saying to Paul Simon, "Look, it's a great tune, dude, but we need to have some sort of a bridge." And so Paul Simon didn't think it was a good idea, but Art Garfunkel said, "Look, do something about it." So that second where it switches, "Sail on, Silverbird, sail on high, your time has come." Anyway, that he didn't write that. Art Garfunkel didn't write it, but it was his inspiration, and that's one of those classic elements that makes the song.
All right. So 46. I guess you're cool with that one. Let's go to 45. 45. Prince.
Oh, another great album.
Sign of the Times. That was a great album.
Yeah, it was a great album. Yeah, that's good.
Actually, this is the album. Yeah, Prince did after Purple Rain. Yeah, this is a good album. One thing people don't know about Prince could play damn near any instrument. So that was like a real good thing about Chris. He did like the drum programming and everything. He made those drums slap. What are you saying?
Yeah. This was the album where he ditched the Revolution, and a completely different direction. No, it's a great album. It really is, absolutely. And '87 was a transition year for Venus. That's the year I left radio, moved to London for a year, then came back and worked at the Shop and Shop.
It was Prince the soundtrack of your life at the time?
Actually, I was in Vancouver when Purple Rain came out, and came back to Toronto, was doing some gigs in radio, and met a girl who I ended up marrying, and we fell in love and then got divorced.
Sounds like something Prince would cause. Hey, did you see the movie Purple Rain? It was garbage, right? Because I still contend Purple Rain was garbage.
I thought for what it was, Roger Ebert had a wet dream about that one. Him and Siskel both loved that film. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was brilliant, but I thought it was good. But considering it was shot for about $1.50, and
it shows.
Prince had never acted before, it was a terrific film. Great. He was a brilliant guy. What's that? You remember the bit that Chris Rock used? And he was saying, who's weirder? Is it Prince or Michael Jackson? Prince. And he finally goes, Prince won.
All right, 44. Yeah. Illmatic. Let me tell you something. I am a Nas fan, right? And Nas is legitimately one of the greatest rappers ever to walk this earth. Nas' downfall, anybody will tell you, Nas' downfall has always been he doesn't pick good beats to rap over. And this actually was addressed with Nas, and Nas was like, I do it because I want a challenge. I'm like, no, dude, don't challenge yourself. You're holding yourself back. But Illmatic is a legitimate classic album, man. I would say, this belongs. Yeah, top 50 is cool. I wouldn't put it past that, honestly.
I don't know it, to be honest with you. Yeah.
We should listen to some Nas songs together, man. I think you would like Nas.
I'll listen. You know me, Mr. Eclectic. I'm all about the beats, baby.
43. Oh man, this list is blacker than black. I love it.
Blackety black.
You can't say that.
This old white guy doesn't know this one.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I wouldn't say it. Okay.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all right. 43, A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory. This is a classic album too. The good old Philadelphia band, Tribe Called Quest. You know the band for Jimmy Fallon right now? That is.
Yeah, I know.
Are you know the Roots? Oh no, wait.
I know the Roots.
I'm screwing up. Tribe Called Quest, the Roots.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Q-Tip. Hey guys, cancel that part. But yeah, Q-Tip and Phife Dawg did a good job on this album. I actually like Q-Tip better as a solo artist, but this is a good album. 42.
Yeah, okay. love Radiohead?
Hey man, Radiohead is that band that's kind of like this niche band. They tried something new, and people give them more credit than they really deserve.
Okay.
Like seriously, what genre of music is Radiohead?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Seriously, what genre is it? Is it rock?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't hate Radiohead. I don't love Radiohead. They're kind of, yeah, okay.
I think it's a small group of people who are diehard Radiohead fans who always try to convince you that you don't know what's good because you don't like Radiohead. That's the kind of vibe I get with Radiohead. It's like, people are always trying to. Radiohead's the band people say when they want to feel like they know good music.
Yeah.
And do you know Radiohead? No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I mean, I know them, but they're not great. 41.
Oh, okay. Not my favorite Rolling Stones album, but I do love the Rolling Stones. Let It Bleed's good. You know, it's Midnight. You know, Midnight Rambler is a great song.
It is. It is.
You can't always get what you want. I'm not a big. You know, that was where they had them. I don't know who Glynis John, whoever it was, had the brilliant idea of bringing in the boys' choir.
Yeah, the London Bach Choir. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, pardon me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
London Bach Choir. Yeah, it's okay. I love the Rolling Stones. Not my favorite album, you know.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this, man. I'm gonna put you on the spot with this.
I'm ready, baby.
You got 3 choices.
Okay.
It's Mick Jagger's, Steven Tyler, and David Lee Roth. They all in a saw-like torture device. And the saw character tells you, hey, Uncle Stash, one person has to die. And you can only go by, honestly, the quality of vocals. One person has to die. You can only go by the quality of singing and vocals. But if you pick the wrong choice, all 3 of them die. You can only say 2. Who is the worst singer?
Okay, look, it's easy. You know, I'm not a. Our very first video that we ever did about a year and a bit ago was for Ain't Talking About Love, which I love. I love the riff. I love the whole song, which you didn't like so much. But you're quite correct. David Lee Roth is a great frontman.
There you go.
Showman, but he's not a great singer. Now, I mean, I'm not saying he's a horrible singer, but you think he's horrible. I don't think he's a great singer, but he's a great frontman, loads of energy. Now, Steven Tyler's a good singer.
Steven Tyler's awesome.
You know, Mick Jagger, very idiosyncratic good singer, and they're both great frontmen as well. So, sorry, Dave, you got to go.
All right, cool. Thank you. I just want to get out the way. 40. David Bowie. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and Stardust from Marley.
There's one song off this album that I love. Like, the album itself, I'm not a big fan. It's just not. It's okay. Ziggy played guitar. Suffragette City. You and I should do Suffragette City. That wham bam. Thank you, then. Da 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 da. Suffragette City. The album itself is okay, but that's one of my favorite Bowie tracks.
You know what? Ziggy Stardust is a great album, but you probably shouldn't start off getting into Bowie listening to Ziggy Stardust.
What's his bass player?
The lesbian black lady, right?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. What's her fucking name? Gail Lee Dorsey.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Ziggy is one of her. I mean, she loved it. She loved David Bowie, and they were tight. They were great together. They really were great together. And she always did Under Pressure with David on stage. But I believe, and I could be wrong. Check this out. She's an amazing bass player. Great singer.
She's a good singer too. Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust was one of her best.
Yeah, I can respect that at 40. 40, Ziggy Stardust, I can respect that. I don't think it's the best Bowie album, but at 40 is okay. 39.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I don't know this Talking Heads.
Yeah, it's, you know, if you think Talking Heads 77, Psycho Killer and such.
What's a popular song on this album? Because I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm trying to think now. Nothing I can even think of because Television Man's later. That's off Little Creatures. Psycho Killer's earlier.
This is 39. You can't think of any song on it?
Yeah, sorry, man. But I like Talking Heads, though. I remember when stopped making sense for me. I was with my friend Heather and caught it at the Blue or Cinnamon Toronto the night it debuted, and thought it was fabulous, a great concert for me. And it was, that film live show started off with Psycho Killer. But yeah, the Talking Heads Remain in Life, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's okay. I like the band.
But you can't think of one song on the album.
Ah, not off the top of my head.
You know what?
That's a
I'm
shame.
gonna say that this album doesn't belong here. If you can't think of one song off of it, it's like one of the greatest albums ever, and it broke top
Yeah,
50.
if someone's throwing something at the screen, the seven people who are watching, believe I for whatever reason I can't see the comments. My screen's locked, so I can't type any comments. Assuming there are any, I have no idea. There might be zero, there might be some, but I can't see them.
Yeah,
So
I'm not gonna pretend like I even know this band, dude. So I'm gonna keep it moving. 39,
you say, wow.
38.
Again, I'm not a big Dylan fan. Never have been, with the exception of two songs. Two songs. I love Like a Rolling Stone, Highway 61 Revisited, and I like Serve Someone from Slow Train Coming.
Adam Sandler, bro.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. Now, look at that picture. Tell me that doesn't look like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. If you ever want to see a cool film, D.A. Pennebaker actually interviewed on the radio once. Shot a film, Don't Look Back, on his 1965 concert tour of England before he released Highway 61, and when he was still going out with Joan Baez. He was a shit boyfriend to Joan Baez, and you could see them break up in the middle of the tour, and Dylan wasn't happy. But it's a very, and that famous video with Allen Ginsberg doing, what's the song where he throws all the signs down? That's from that film. That was D.A. Pennebaker shooting.
So are you cool with Bob Dylan being 38? Because I'm not.
I'm not a Dylan fan. Never have been.
Okay, so we're gonna
And
kick
by the
Bob
way,
out of here. Bye, Bob.
when they get the Nobel Prize for literature, it's like, dude, I respect his lyrics no end, but he's a songwriter. Give him the prize for songwriting. Give Murakami the prize for literature, for Christ's sake.
All right. So we both agree. Kick Bob out. I don't know how Bob
kick
keep
Bob.
getting these out. Somebody on the Rolling Stones must be on Bob Dylan's payroll, because Bob Dylan's in all these lists.
Yeah, but there are people who are screaming and throwing shit right now, and because they love Bob Dylan. But yeah, I like Bob Dylan. He's okay.
I don't like Bob. He's not really a good
Yeah.
singer.
No,
37.
I can't sing to save his life.
The
The
Chronic.
Chronic, even I know the Chronic.
You know what? Yeah, and that's a good measuring stick. Seriously. I would say the Chronic, the production on the Chronic is really iconic. It's one of the best done hip hop albums ever. It has a lot of funk, bass heavy. The drums are really fat. I'm from the South, and a lot of Southern beat makers get their style from the West Coast feel. But Dr. Dre is a very meticulous producer. He will like spend 2 months on getting a snare to sound right. I'm not that meticulous. I wish I was, but even the last album Dr. Dre put out, the Compton album, it still went hard. I'm like, how can this old man make music so relevant to today? It's whew, like every hip hop producer should strive to be like Dr. Dre on production.
Yeah, good for Dr. Dre.
Billionaire, legit.
Yeah, we get that. Yeah, he's got more money than us. Yeah,
Money than a lot of people, man. Hell.
he's got more money than Redman too.
I'm guessing that. So, what do you think about the Chronic album?
I can't go into it through detail. I've heard it, and it's one of those catchy hip hop albums that I actually can listen to, which is rare.
I'm not gonna lie. The Chronic album is an album that you really don't think about Dre rapping, and that's like all the Dr. Dre albums. Now that I think about it, you really don't listen to a Dr. Dre album to hear him rap because he can't rap. Matter of fact, he's never written a rap in his life. Every rap was written by a ghostwriter. I think.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, on the Chronic 2001, I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z did most of the ghostwriting, him and Royce the 5'9". And on this album, DOC, the Chronic album, DOC and Snoop did most of the writing. So Dre is a good producer, man, but I don't listen for bars for Dr. Dre, and I would never ever put him in my top MCs ever. Because if you don't write your own bars, man, you can't go into the top MCs ever. But 37 for the Chronic is good. It was an iconic album. Let's keep moving, man. 36.
Oh, look, I love this album.
This is a good
Because,
album.
you gotta understand, my perception of Michael Jackson, I was, what, 8 years old in 1970? So when the Osmonds hit with One Bad Apple, Don't Spoil, then the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 rather hit.
Wait. The Osmonds were before the Jackson 5?
Contemporaneous. They were both the same.
Really?
69, 70, around the same year when they both had hits. And they both had cartoon shows on Saturday morning cartoons. And Donnie and Michael Jackson. So my first memories of Michael Jackson was Jackson 5. And they had hits for a while. And then they faded away. And they came back. What was that? Can You Feel It? That famous video, great song. But they were the Jacksons at this point. But I remember being in Sam the Record Man on Young Street in the 70s and seeing this picture. And then, the various hits that, She's Out of My Life and stuff. Yeah, it's just a terrific album. Really of its time. And the last time that Michael Jackson looked normal on an album cover.
Okay, we're not gonna say that, man. Like, what is normal?
That guy is a normal looking dude.
Hey, man, he had Vira-Lago, man. We're not gonna disparage Michael Jackson for his looks.
Okay, no, it's just okay, fair enough. We'll get on. It's a great album, and you don't like him as a singer.
I don't.
Whereas
he's not a good singer.
Him as a singer.
He's not a good singer, dude.
Okay. He's okay. I don't think he's the greatest singer, but I like him a lot better than you do. But in terms of presence and magic, songwriting, he's a genius.
Oh no, he's one of the top 5 greatest entertainers ever. You'll never hear me take that away from him. Boy, I'm talking about me sitting down listening to Michael Jackson sing. Hell no. I'd rather listen to Stevie Wonder, Freddie Mercury, Prince. Yeah. It's like a whole list of people I'd rather listen to before I listen to Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Sure, I would agree with that. I like his singing better than you do, but no, he's not the world.
He has this fake falsetto type weird voice that is like, dog. Under no circumstances would you ever believe that voice was like real. I mean, it works for him.
Here's the funny thing: a lot of people who knew him and know me, in his off hours when he wasn't pretending, he sounded a lot like me.
I can say that.
He had a big resonant voice.
Hi, Uncle Stash. I just want to tell you that I'm just happy to be. Nah, bro, get out of here. 35.
We got. Oh man. Yeah. Not my favorite Beatles album, but a great album.
Huh. You know what? Cool. I'll go with this one. Like, once again, if you don't know the Beatles catalog, guys, then just go.
Look, I might get up my time, but there isn't a Beatles album I don't like. So
that's my point. It's like the Beatles catalog. Before I actually dove into the Beatles catalog, I kind of thought like, why are these damn white guys getting all this praise? But then go listen to it. You're like, oh, you know what? I get it now. After you listen to it, you're like, all right, yeah, it's earned.
Shout out to Ringo Starr, who to me is one of the greatest drummers of all time. Not flashy in any way, very much in the background, but every single song he plays on, there's a unique drumming style, a unique feel to it. He is just so of that moment in that song, and I just have nothing but respect for him.
And I totally agree with you. Ringo is actually the real MVP. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. 34. Huh.
Oh no, not really.
You know what? I'm not gonna pretend like this is the best Stevie Wonder album ever. I mean, Songs in the Key of Life is better, but this gen is okay. I'm of the ilk of Stevie Wonder. You can put almost any Stevie Wonder album in the top 50 and it'll go. I mean, I definitely wouldn't put this in the top 10, so I can see this spot being legit.
Right.
33.
Oh, one of the great tragedies, the classic 27 Club dead. Yeah. You know I'm no good. Like this to me is such a tragedy. This woman had so much soul, so much talent, and she was such a fuck up. You know? Just
okay. Amy Winehouse, I put in the same category as Lauryn Hill. It's only that one album. It's literally just that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was a monster.
Oh yeah, no,
It
it's
was
a
a monster.
phenomenal. Yeah,
Man.
no, it's such a tragedy. You know, to die at what 27 of booze and Jesus, her and Jim Morrison.
Okay, morbid question now. Do you think Amy Winehouse and even Kurt Cobain that their legacy is being overblown because of their tragic death?
Well, there's always that element of romanticism with the old "live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse" thing, that ethos, the whole Byronic thing. But yeah, it certainly plays to that. You can't help but have that reputational embellishment because of the mythos surrounding their death.
Mm.
However, at the core of what they are is raw talent. So Cobain had it, Winehouse had it. You can embellish all you want, but the base is solid. It's gold.
All right, I will allow 33. You know what? You could probably sneak that one in a little bit lower. No lower than 28, and I will still go for it.
It's a great album.
Yeah.
The voice is incredible. The presence was amazing. What a tragedy.
It's just one of those you wish you was still around. 32.
Again, know a couple of tunes of it. Not qualified to talk about.
Lemonade is every black woman. You know what? I can't even say black woman. I think every woman's not breakup song, but I'm not taking this ish no more album. This album. They actually made a verb out of it. I'm lemonading. Like when you're lemonading, you're basically not having it no more. You getting back at your man. It's like when you tired of your man's ish. Okay, I can't even say that, man, because of today's. When you tired of your partner's ish, this is the album you put on, dude. This album.
I've been ish many times. I didn't know it was called lemonading, but evidently it happened.
Oh man, like this has some great songs on it though. It legitimately had some classics, man. That sorry, I ain't sorry, sorry, I ain't sorry. Nah, man, goes hard. Yeah. And then she made a movie with this too, and it was put out on HBO contemporaneously with the album. So this album is really a good album. However, you know what? Beyonce can sing her ass off, but she's not like my favorite singer ever. Like some people will say Beyonce can't sing, and you saying that you're stupid. Like,
no.
You're
She
stupid.
has a hell of a voice.
Yeah, she can sing, but she's not my favorite. She's not in my favorites category.
I could see that, but saying she can't sing is just foolish.
You're just a hater. Yeah, if you say Beyonce can't sing, you're just hating.
You don't have to like her vocals. You don't even have to say she's the best singer in the world. But saying she can't sing, oh come on,
Yeah.
that's foolish.
Go kill yourself.
That's ridiculous.
Especially in the world where Joni Mitchell is number 3. So 32.
I like Joni Mitchell, but no, Beyonce is a great singer.
It's better than Joni Mitchell. So 32. I can see this at 32. Honestly, you can put this a little lower, and I'll be okay. This actually can go probably 25 for me, and I would be okay.
Cool.
31.
Oh, okay. I wish I knew more jazz, but I've listened to Kind of Blue, and I've heard I used to work at a station that did a lot of jazz, and I've heard the album, and I'm really not qualified to talk about it, but I do like it. I think I was telling you I was in I'm trying to improve my jazz bona fides. Last time I was in Hong Kong, I'm waiting for a plane, listening to a few of my favorite things by Coltrane. I was in Kind of Blue. I was listening to some other things. I'm trying to get into that kind of that sound, but I'm not there yet.
Okay. I'm the black guy. I'm pro black as hell, but
really, you think?
I know,
How
right?
long have I known you?
I know. Hold on, guys. But I honestly don't know that much about Miles Davis because I was really a Herbie Hancock fan. Like, This Is the Drum is my favorite Herbie Hancock album, and I'm actually a big band guy. So
I like big band.
Buddy Rich, my favorite drummer. It's one of those things I'm kind of ashamed to say that I don't really know. So I hear great things about Miles Davis, but I never really dived into his catalog. So, I'm with you on this one. I don't know. Maybe this one's cool.
Yeah.
30.
Oh, I love this album.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
This one's legit. Yeah. You got this one right.
Yeah, this is a great album.
30 is about right for this too.
Yeah, it's don't know what to say. Obviously, you've got Jimmy on guitar, Mitch, what's his name, and Noel on the bass and drums. Classic power trio, man. Just innovative, great sound. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember listening to this in the '70s for the first time. Going, whoa, this
Yeah.
cat can play guitar, man.
Yeah.
And every musician on the album's great.
I think 30 is ample for this one. We'll keep moving. 29. The White Album.
Not my favorite Beatles album.
You
It's
know,
got some good stuff.
somebody's gonna cuss me out right now for saying this, but
What?
the Gray Album made the White Album better than what it was. And what the Gray Album is,
I know what it was. I love that fucking
see,
album.
I promise you that the Gray Album really did a lot for the White Album's legacy. It really did.
I heard that. When I left IBM and I was waiting for my visa to come to Japan. I think I told you I worked for a few months at an electronics retailer in Toronto. One day I'm making boku bucks at IBM. The next day I'm saying Irishai was saying Combanois at a retailer in Toronto, at a retail. But I heard one of the guys I work with, he hit me to this album, and I was going, really? Wow. You don't even have access to the master tapes. The guy basically had vinyl or CD and created that. It was brilliant. How do you know that?
Because it said disconnected.
Okay.
Oh, reconnection successful. We're back. We're back on.
Okay.
Sorry if you guys saw a little delay about that. I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, my computer's locked. I can't see shit.
Okay. Moving right along. 28.
Don't know it. I don't know it at all. Never heard of it. Don't know it. What's so funny?
Oh, man.
I wouldn't know this cat if I tripped over him. I know nothing about it.
D'Angelo is legitimately a good soul singer. This album, Voodoo, was great. If I'm not mistaken, the second album he had the How Does It Feel, which was really a iconic song. This
Right.
this album was good. I don't know. I would put it 28, but it was a good album. I can't even remember any songs off this album, but it was a good album for the time. I was like in high school when this album came out, and every girl was on D'Angelo. He always was half naked on each cover. And I'm not the one to talk. I know. Before you go there, not the one to talk.
I mean, you see my green top. Am I wearing anything underneath it? Maybe yes. Maybe no.
Well, that just got me hot and bothered. I'm gonna keep on moving on. But 28 for D'Angelo, I think that's actually too low. Maybe top 100, but not 28 for D'Angelo, dude. All right, 27. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's time for you to shit on me.
Yes. This guy right here, dude, did not like Wu-Tang Clan Triumph, which is one of the most iconic songs ever. This man poo-pooed all over the Wu-Tang Clan.
I did, yeah. Yeah, the bees, the killer bees. What the fuck was that about? Fucking bees.
But Conquistador, you get that one. Seriously. Purple Heart.
was great.
But it's the same thing, dude. That was literally white Wu-Tang.
Okay, so what you got to do is go back in our catalog and listen to our review of Triumph by Wu-Tang and Conquistador by Purple Hair.
All right, the best song on this album, objectively, the Wu-Tang Clan Enter the Wu, is Cream. Cash rule everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Iconic. Protect your neck, too. We still say that. And like in the culture of slang, protect your neck, son. So, yeah, this is an iconic album. Matter of fact, you could have probably put this 25, and I've been okay. I've been okay with that.
Right, cool.
So this is ample. 26.
Right. Oh! This is the one, baby. Yeah, this is great.
This album is great. I actually went back and listened to this album after you suggested it, and Patti Smith is awesome. Love her. Yeah.
And watch our video for Patti Smith doing Gloria. We also have one of our earlier videos on that. It's a great tapestry. I feel the earth move under my feet. It was 1971.
I'm not familiar with Carole King, but that song you just said sounds familiar.
Well, yeah, her ex-husband, Jerry Goffin, that was Goffin King, and they wrote all kinds of songs. They were like Backrack, David, Dozier, whatever, from the late 50s into the '60s. They were a married couple from New York, and they got divorced. They broke up. Jerry went on to do lots more lyricism. So did Carol. But in 1970, 71, she released this album. And this, every woman that you've ever, how's this? Every white woman around my age, give or take 10 years, owned this record, including my ex-wife, old girlfriends. They all own this fucking record, and we listen to it.
So, are you telling me this was the pre-Lemonade album? This was I'm tired of your
Yeah,
ish album.
that's a good analogy.
All right.
And especially a shout out to my ex-wife. Oh, you listen to Carole King? Is it that time of the month? Run! You never tell you about my ex-wife once. I gave her, don't ask me why, but she wanted me to give her, I swear to Christ, for Valentine's Day, she wanted me to give her a Swiss Army knife. Don't fucking ask me why. So I give her a Swiss Army knife for Valentine's Day, and somehow, some way, I was an asshole. Hard to believe, but I was. The next thing I know, my 5'2" has my 6'4" frame up against the fucking bedroom closet. She's got a knife to my throat, and she's threatening to kill me. I have no idea what the fuck I did, but I remember looking down at her going, "You're going to kill your husband with your Valentine's Day gift?" And I don't want to say anything about her cycle, but next thing I know, she's dropped the knife, is sobbing, lying on the bed. I'm so bad. I hope the fuck she's not watching this one. Never mind.
You know what? I'm just gonna keep on moving to 24, man. I don't think I want to say anything else about that. We're gonna keep moving.
Oh!
That's too high, bro. It should be lower.
Too low.
That should be higher ranked than this, dude. This album was awesome, dude. I don't get this one.
No.
Nah, you could have threw Nirvana out at number 6 and put this one on instead.
Oh, I mean, this is top 10, top 5. I mean,
easily.
One of the greats.
Easily.
24. Sergeant fucking Peppers? Holy shit.
Yeah, that,
Guy with Diamonds, Little Help for My Friends.
Man,
Sergeant
who was in the
Pepper,
room when they making this decision, dude? You said this was...
You remember I told you about Pat 40s and just literally took the lyrics directly from his old posters and for the benefit of Mr. Kite, there will be a show tonight on Trampoline. The Hendersons will all be there. Late of Pablo Fanke's fair. And who the fuck is Pablo Fanke? He's a black circus owner, late 18th, early 19th century Great Britain.
Shout out to, I said this before, I'll say it again. Shout out to our British brothers being less racist than their American counterparts. All right, 23.
Oh, another great album.
I don't know this album.
Velvet Underground and Nico. That Andy Warhol did the banana, and originally it was a zippered banana, and it caused beaucoup problems because the banana had an actual zipper and it was destroying albums, and it was ridiculously expensive. What they used to say with the Velvet Underground was they didn't sell very many records, but everybody they sold a record to started a band. They were enormously influential.
A zipper? What? I'm sorry. The banana had a zipper on it. Why was that a problem?
Yeah,
like a penis or something?
It was a zipper. Yeah, and you could zip it open to get into the record. But the zipper, because that was Andy Warhol did it. Original copies of this with the zipper were worth a fortune.
Wait.
The drummer,
wait.
Tucker.
I'm sorry. One more time. So the album cover was a banana with a zipper?
Yeah. You see the banana?
Uh-huh.
There would have been an actual tag on it with a zipper to go right down to open the banana.
That's actually some great marketing. That's a great marketing scheme.
One of the great primitive neo drummers, Maureen Tucker. Yeah.
Okay.
John Cale saw him in concert at Larry's Hideaway, phenomenal.
Do you think 23 is ample for this? 'Cause I don't know.
It's hard to say because, again, it was one of those, it's like Ziggy the Stooges, but more so. Massively influential album. It's on the top list of almost everybody, but they sold so few records.
A good analogy for this is NBA players. Charles Barkley doesn't have a ring, but he is one of the greatest NBA players ever.
Sure.
So, it can be a great album. I don't know of it, but I look forward to listening to it after I get through this live stream. 20. Woo!
I don't know it.
Ready to Die was a classic album. I've talked about this before when we did the Tupac versus Biggie. I
Another
was
opinion you
young
have to see.
and stupid at the time, so I didn't really appreciate the lyricism of the Notorious B.I.G. See, back in the day, once again, sit on Uncle DJ L-Spade lap kitties and let me tell you about the stupidity of hip hop back in the day. So it was this big media propagated East Coast West Coast war, right? So generally, hip hop fans picked a side. What side you was riding with, East Coast or West Coast? I know, guys, it sounds stupid. Work with me. In the South, where I'm from, we weren't for the East or the West, but people in the South generally roll with Tupac. So you tend to listen to a lot of Tupac songs, even the diss albums and diss records. And B.I.G. was prevalent. People listened to him, but me personally, because I was stupid at the time, I was like, I ride with Pac. I'm not listening to the Notorious B.I.G. Now, after his death, I revisited his catalog, and let me tell you guys, I missed out because the Notorious B.I.G. is a far superior rapper than Tupac. And right now, somebody's probably cussing me out, probably ready to hunt me down. Because when you talk about Tupac, it's not about common sense and actual lyrical skill. It's about love. It's about love. People love Tupac and they hate for you to say anything bad. Tupac was not one of the greatest rappers. What Tupac had was passion. He had a look. He had charisma. He had everything you want in an entertainer. But bars wasn't really holding the candlestick up to Biggie. And when you're like 400 pounds, I guess you got to work on your craft more. Anyway, 20, 22 is okay. You can put it at 20. I'll be okay. Next one, 21, which is our last one because we did the top 20 yesterday.
Yeah,
so 20.
I never liked this album. I've never been a Springsteen fan. I recognize it's good, but this album, I'm Born to Run. I like was I'm Going Down and Christ, I can't even think of it. The one with the Courtney, what's her fucking name from Friends?
Courtney Cox.
She's in the video.
Man, she's in a lot of
Remember
videos.
When she jumps up for the audience, I think Dancing in the Dark. There's 3 songs off that album. They're just missing in my head off Born in the USA. But other than that, people, what about Nebraska? Yeah, it's soulful and sad. And Born to Run, and I was never a Springsteen guy.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm not into Springsteen. I'm not into Bruce Springsteen, but white folks love him. So I can see how he made it to 21. Because white folks swear by that guy.
Here's a question for you, my man. Where the fuck is Pink Floyd? You're saying that not one album that Pink Floyd ever made makes the top 50. Not The Wall, not Dark Side of the Motherfucking Moon.
You know what?
Animal.
You're right, dude. Like somebody should have lost their job over it. I didn't peep that until you just said it, dude. It should at least been one album in the top 50.
Lee.
At least one.
Lee.
Now, one thing I refuse to do, I refuse to go to 500 because I feel like from 500 on up to 100 is pointless.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Like,
I know what you're saying.
That's just, what's the difference between 299 and 500? Nothing.
But I whether you're going back to Saucer Full of Secrets or Metal, Adam Hart, Mother, Wish You Were Here, Animals, but you can't look away from The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon. Those are 2 of the greatest albums ever. I
actually like The Wall better. I like The Wall.
No argument. I love them both. They're both great albums. So if you don't think they're great, that's fair enough. You're telling me they're not even top 50?
Yeah,
really?
that's stupid. Yeah, that's kind of a. Now that you mention it, it's kind of a slap in the. You could have took D'Angelo out and put Pink Floyd in. I've been okay.
I'm not qualified to talk about D'Angelo. I'm not going to begrudge his position, but please.
I'm saying it. You gotta say it. I'll say it. Yeah, D'Angelo.
Well, yeah.
You could have took him out, but all right. That's the 50 to 20.
Yeah.
Well, what do you feel about it? You agreeing with it? Don't agree?
A lot of it I agree with, but there's like the Talking Heads album. It's okay. There's better albums on there than that. They had a couple of Beatles. For instance, where's Revolver as opposed to
Sgt. Pepper?
Sgt. Pepper was on there. What else?
No, Revolver's on there too. Revolver was number. Man, it was.
It wasn't Revolver.
No, Revolver was. It was in the top 20.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like Magical Mystery Tour. I love Abbey Road, but interesting. None of the prog rock we talked about made it. No Genesis, no Yes.
I'm quite sure that's in the top 500, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too big
Oh, I'm
on
sure it's
prog
in the
rock
top 500.
myself. That's your thing, man.
No, I'm not a prog rock guy. I was never a prog
Oh,
rock guy.
really?
A
I'm
couple
not
of
into
songs
it.
here and there, Peter Gabriel and such. But no, I was never a prog rock. I like the punk ethos. I like new wave punk, that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm not into prog rock myself, man.
Yeah.
There's those. That's a different kind of people. The prog rock people. All right. Well, thank you, Uncle Stash, for checking out this list with me.
Thank you, Lord Spade. My whole computer's locked. I can't do shit until you hang up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop sharing this screen for you right there and make it a little easier for you.
Now I can do. Here we go.
Well, by the way, guys, thank you guys for checking us out. And I guess we're just gonna get on out of here before we get to rambling and talk about stuff that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, it's funny because I'm on I'm on our page here, and we have one seized image. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Never mind. I have to know. I'll check it out later. And don't forget, probably next week, we've got. What the crisis? You left that horrible line in at the first line. Oh, Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys. Brass Monkey is going to be our next. We don't want to call it reaction, but for want of a better term, that's coming out with subtitles probably next week.
Check out some of my other stuff. Yeah, when you get into the cultural aspect of white folks getting shit-faced drunk.
Yeah. Because as we say, and watch our coming soon video. Black folks, they don't drink.
Not to the level as white folks, man. To be honest, though. Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. There's always a level of caution in America. I don't know about in the Great North. We're our Canadian brothers. But in America, there's always a level of caution that black people take while getting drunk. Because, I put it like this, there's danger on both sides of the field. And you always got to kind of be aware. So, that being the case, man, you never get to the point you get to the, blacked out shit face. That in America, it's kind of a white guy thing. Just throwing it out there. In the Great North, it could be different.
Yeah. Way up there in the Great North where it snows 365. That place. Yeah.
Moose and Beaver, baby. Moose and Beaver.
Moose and Beaver, baby. That's what I need now. Okay, dude. Johnny. We'll talk to you.
We out, guys. Be safe, man. Thank you.